All right, here's your quick rundown for Geraniaceae, the geranium family. Here we go. This is a picture of it showing its kind of weedy nature, growing out of a crack in some urban environment. These are also found in urban environments in pots and in people's backyards because they're ornamental plants as well. Some features that are held in common for all members of the family include the habit. These are herbaceous plants. Oh, have I told you that I can draw on the screen? How cool is that? The leaves, they can be simple or compound. They can also be basal or colline, pinnate or palmate. Lots of different leaf looks in this family. The floral formula, they're almost always actinomorphic. They're going to have those 5 sepals, 5 petals, 10 stamens, and 5 fused carpels of a superior ovary. But we're going to have to come back. There's something fancy about the Andreaceae and at least one of your required genera. The fruit is a new one. It's called a schizocarp. What the heck is a schizocarp? Well, let me show you on the next slide. Schizocarps. We can define them as fruit types that split into single-seeded units at maturity. So what one might look like is something like this, maybe right before they're fully mature. We've got the Syncarpus gynoecium because schizocarps will always be derived from Syncarpus gynoecea. So this is right before it matures, and then when it does mature, these units, each of which had a seed inside of it, splits into these, well, single-seeded units. And there would be 8 of them in theory. I'm not going to draw all 8 of them. Here's 3 of them. We call these units, these kind of units that have single seeds in them, we call these mericarps. Cool. So this would be a schizocarp with 8 mericarps. Okay. Geranium. We often call this cranesbill or geranium alone. Here's another picture of them. They come in many colors. They have 10 stamens. I said that earlier. All 10 of them are fertile in this genus. We have a variety of leaves, but they're always going to be palmate. So that's something that we should definitely make note of. They could be simple or compound. Like I said, basal, colline, all of the above. But they're always going to have that palmate composition. Okay. Here's a couple of pictures of geranium that are taken locally on campus, this one, and then the other picture here on your right was taken in our HSU greenhouse. The fruits of geranium are awesome. So those schizocarps I was talking about earlier, that was just a generic type of schizocarp. In geranium, we have something really fancy going on here. Right before maturity, so right here at this stage, we've got the entire schizocarp, and then when it's fully mature, each one of those mericarps, so these here are the mericarps, one of these units, kind of springs apart from the other mericarps, and it shoots a single seed out. It just like explodes out. It's got ballistic dispersal, and all 5 of these mericarps do that. It's very exciting. Schizocarp. Here's a closer up picture of the herbarium specimen from our plant tax lab. Okay, the other required genus in Geraniaceae is Erodium. You can call it stork's bill or filiary. The reason why people call it stork's bill is because of those fruits. You can see these fruits in this botanical illustration here on the right. They're very elongate right before they open up. And something else we can glean from this picture is that the leaves have a pinnate plan. Again, simple or compound. Looks like they're kind of both in this picture. Okay, there's a difference between geranium and erodium is that leaf composition. Here's another difference between geranium and erodium. It has to do with the Andreaceae. Like I said, we were going to come back to that. Well, that's happening right now. We only have 5 fertile stamens, but like I said, this family has 10 stamens. It's just that 5 of them are fertile and 5 of them are sterile. And the other 5 that are not fertile are called staminodes. These are sterile stamens, and we can kind of see them in this picture. You see this scale-like, it kind of looks like a petal, just like a little piece of tissue. Oh, there's kind of another one right next to it. That's what the staminodes look like. They're in line with the stamens, but they're just kind of these little scale-like pieces of tissue that don't produce any fertile pollen. Pretty exciting stuff. This is just in Erodium, not in Geranium. Something else that's really different about them is their fruits. So right before maturity, the fruits of Erodium and Geranium look the same, but then at maturity, Erodium does this amazing thing. Those 5 mericarps split apart from one another, like you can see in this picture. So you can see those mericarps splitting apart, and then they split all the way apart, and they twist up on one another. They kind of screw up like a screwdriver, and that is, in fact, what they are able to do. They can screw themselves into the ground. And I think, yeah, there it goes. You can see that little video moving. And this is a way for them to get their seed underground. That's where a seed needs to germinate. It's genius. All right, I hope you all have a great day.